afternoon, this is Sarah Watkins reporting from 310 Glasson Road, Barry. I'm going to ask my grandfather, Mr. Glyn Lougher, some questions about the Second World War. My grandfather served in the Royal Navy between 1940 to 1945. What ships did you serve on in the Second World War?
I served on HMS Illustrious and Squadron 792 MTB Flotilla, which were based in Holyhead and Falmouth.
Which size was the aircraft carrier and how many aeroplanes were usually on deck?
The Illustrious was 23,000 tons. The aeroplanes we had on board were Swordfish, Fulmars and Martlets. Spitfires, fixed wing, operation top deck.
What was your work involved with on the ship?
The electrical running of the ship, generators, lighting, lifts for bomb carrying, to ovens for baking and for the gyro compasses on the torpedoes.
How many men worked on the ship?
The complement was 1,300, plus the fleet air arm personnel.
What was the food like on board?
The food was very good. We had our own bakehouse and we were mostly supplied with stores from South Africa, Canada and the United States when we were visiting these countries.
How many different types of aircraft landed on deck?
Well, we had 3 to 4 squadrons. This consisted of Swordfish, Fulmars, Martlets, Spitfires fixed wing in the top deck cargo only. The other aircraft were carried in the hangars.
Did you volunteer to go to war or was it compulsory?
I volunteered to go to war as I served my trade in electrical engineering on shipping, and so the Royal Navy would be my first choice.
How many countries did you visit?
United States of America, South Africa, Australia, India, Spain, Ceylon, Seychelles, Madagascar, Malta, Egypt and Iceland.
Out of all the countries that you visited, which was your favourite and have you been back there since the war ended?
Iceland would be my favourite country, owing to the landscape of the country and the composition of the hills and the water, what would you call them, the way the hot water gushes up from the soil.
Was it frightening when the aircraft were landing on deck?
It was not very frightening when they were landing. They were landing 24 hours a day. But the frightening part of this was the kamikaze pilots, the Japanese people, the Japanese pilots what landed on with their bomb loads, and these were what they call the death pilots.
Did you ever bomb any ships from the Illustrious?
Yes, we bombed and sank quite a number of enemy shipping and submarines. The battle fleet that we were connected mostly consisted of 1 battleship, 4 destroyers and 1 carrier.
Were you ever hit by the enemy?
Yes, on November the 11th off Italy, 1940. And we were refitted in the United States of America.
How many medals did you receive after the war, and which is the most precious to you?
I got 6 medals, 1 clasp, but the Burma Star is the one that is most precious.
What was the best moment during your time?
The best moment during my time was at Falmouth, the day the Channel Islands were liberated.
Where were you when the war was declared over?
In Cardigan Bay, en route with MTBs for liberation of the Channel Islands.